for our 13.1 on your own, the directions tell us that we need to figure out what solid figure or what 3D shape the net would fold up into, and we have to find the surface area of this net. So here I can see this has 6 sides. I can see that they're all made up of squares. So, right, it's going to fold up. It's going to look like a square. So think about your notes, see what that is called. And they're all squares folded up. So it is a prism, but it's a particular type of prism. So I'm noticing the dimensions. This side is 13, the length is 13, the width is 13, and all of them are 13 because they're all squares. So for this square, I have 13 times 13, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those same things. So, and don't forget that they're going to be in inches squared to find that surface area. For number 5, I notice that there are a couple squares, but it has rectangles that are going to be across from each other, and it's not folding up to a point, so it is a prism, and it's made up of rectangles. So now for the surface area, I can see here, this is 2 by 2, and I have that same shape here. So I have 2 of those. Then this piece here, right? If this is 2, then this is also 2. So this, and then this is 8. So this is 2 by 8. So this is 2 by 8. And then because this is a square that's right here, and these are also 8, I actually have 4 of these that are 2 by 8. So 2 2 by 2s and 4 2 by 4s, and then I'll put them all together to find the meters squared. Hey, number 6, this one is a little bit trickier. So here I can see, right, I have those triangles on either side. So that tells me it is going to be a prism because it's got the same base on both sides. So what type of base is on both sides? It's a triangle. So, right, and then 3 rectangles connected together. So prisms are connected with rectangles. So let's first look at our triangles. We have these 2 triangles. Right, this triangle, and it has a base. I'm looking for this measurement here, which is the same as this. So the base is 5, and then the height goes straight up and is 4.3. And I have 2 of these triangles. So to find the triangle, base times height, and I cut it in half. And then I have 2 of those triangles. Then I have these 3 rectangles. So this one here, so I notice this length is 10, the width is 5. This length is also 10 by 5, and again 10 by 5. So this happens to be an equilateral triangle. All of the rectangles are the same. That's not always going to be the case. Right? Sometimes we can have a triangle that might look like that, and you might have 3 different rectangles. Or we might have a triangle that looks like this, and we might have 2 rectangles that are the same, and then one that's different. So just keep that in mind as you are looking at these prisms here. So for this one though, right, we have 2 of these same triangles, base times height, cut in half. And we have 2 of those, 1, 2. And then this rectangle, 5 times 10, we have 3 of those. Add it all together, centimeters squared. Okay, and then our last one here, so we have this space here that is a square, right, 4 by 4, so square base, and then its edges are triangles that will fold up to that point. So the base is a square, the edges fold up, making that pyramid shape. So square, we need to find that. And then our triangle, we can see that this is 4 and the height is 5. So base times height cut in half gives me that triangle, and then I have 4 of those, and I'll put all of my pieces together in feet squared. So what we need to do is we just write piece by piece, find each area, write it down. When we know each part, put it all back together to find the surface area. It's still going to be in units squared. So even though it's a 3D shape, we're just finding 2 dimensions at a time, right? Length times width, base times height. 2 at a time, still squared, 2-dimensional.